3 years after signing a 10-year, $450 million contract extension, Patrick Mahomes could be receiving a new deal from the Kansas City Chiefs before the start of the 2023 season. According to Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio, he said this week that two-time NFL MVP is expected to sign a contract that will make him the highest paid player in league history, and the report is that it will happen before week 1. JD, obviously everyone always talks about the biggest bargain in the NFL is Patrick Mahomes and that 10-year contract. What do you make of this happening? I mean, because we're talking about contract extensions for Chris Jones, but now that this is coming in, I guess, because obviously quarterbacks are starting to go over what Patrick Mahomes made, so Patrick wants to make sure he's still that guy. But how can we do this and also still have the flexibility of being able to sign guys? I mean, because that was the whole reason why Mahomes 10 years, you can spread it out and try to, figure out ways. But what do you make of this new potential contract extension?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. If they could get it done and work the numbers, then great. That's the only question is, are they going to be able to work the numbers? Like you said, getting Chris Jones signed, okay, to a long-term deal, because we know that's a priority. And then getting Patrick signed. The money's going out. If you can defer the money for however long. So can they get it? I don't know. I don't know if they can get it done. So this is a new report. This is the first time I've heard about it. But like I said, if they're able to do it, then fine. It would have to be deferred money, like you said, over the time, making the highest paid. But we also know, it's just like looking over, looking over the roster, guys that are coming up, okay? Right? We know free agency is, there's going to be a few guys who's going to be wanting to, some payoffs, some paydays. And so, if they do that, they're gonna know probably some of those guys are gonna have to say bye-bye to. Right?
I know. We're barely paying anybody as it is.
What beach? Like, Joker, he gonna make sure. But they'll have to, after they get Chris signed, and I would think they'll have to be sign Chris first. That's priority. Get Chris signed before you do Patrick. I would think that you would do that. And I think you have to do that. So once you get Chris signed, then you could kind of work out like what, how are we going to do this with Patrick? And here's the thing, though. I think with Patrick, you have such a good rapport with the guy. They don't have to do it right now. You don't have to necessarily be a priority. That he will be compensated as the highest paid quarterback before the season, after the season, whenever he's going to be the highest paid. Yeah. So whenever that deal gets done, he'll be able to do it. The question is, are they going to be able to do the workaround with the money and whatnot? And knowing guys are not going to be here. And like I said, I'm just looking at the roster, guys that's going to be up for a new deal and being signed.
I mean, just next year alone, we have Willie Gay and L'Jarius Sneed. Just next year alone.
I don't want to say their names. I didn't want to say it, but yes, right. But hey, look, we've seen, there's a guy that's coming in building those positions, and there's a reason for that. And the thing is, if you win, hey. Love to have you. You see you later, especially asking for a big payday.
Yep. I mean, if that is, if they can work this out, because also another report was, so on top of Mike Flores' report, there was Ari Myrov said that another reporting, I don't know where they're getting this stuff from, but the report was the Chiefs won't rip up Patrick Mahomes' contract and give him a brand new one. He has 9 years left on a very team-friendly deal, but the Chiefs and Mahomes could look to make some adjustments to this current deal to be on par with other quarterbacks. And that's what I think is going to be the.
That makes more sense, right? Yeah, like you said, ripping it up, and I guess essentially it's kind of what you're doing in a way. But yeah, you can absolutely, adjust the numbers now, right? Which makes a lot of sense. He deserves it.
Yeah. That's the one thing with him, with his contract, and I know with him and Chris Jones, right?
Yeah.
we both know they are worth the money they're getting. So it's not like it's like, damn, do we really overpay for him? It's like, no, well, we know those two guys deserve that money, and Chiefs fans want us to pay him. Neither one of these guys is going to be like a thing where Chief fans and people in the media are like, wow, they really overpay for those two. It's like,
Yeah.
We these guys are different than most.
Different, and no doubt about it. And he basically said, how much is Patrick asking for? Yes, sign it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give him a check. You write your number on it, and we'll check the bank out and we'll go from there. So, yeah.
I remember. I think this was speculation, but they were saying that like when the last 3 years ago when they signed that giant deal, I remember they talked about potential of like ownership like percentages to give him money within the organization, where it's like that's a part of it. And I don't know if this is going to come back out, but like at the pace he's on, there's going to be at some point there's going to be no way to quantify how much the guy's worth because he is worth so much. Where like that, honestly, he already has a stake in the what do you call it, the Royals? I believe they own the women's team as well.
Well, I don't think you can't do that while you play. There has to be some rule against that. It has to be. I mean, to me, it sounds like it would be. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, shoot, I get he's staking the place, but it has to be. It just something about that don't seem right.
It seems fishy.
Yeah. Next thing you know, now I was going to bring up what's his name, Antonio Brown, and him not paying people and stuff. Okay, you locked out of the hotel room. You playing with me?
Yeah.
No,
that would be interesting, but like maybe is it different since Lamar Hunt or not Lamar, the Hunt family is the one that they own the team outright. It's not an ownership group that runs it. Like they like can cut a deal where they can give a percentage, or even though he's like not even like he also wouldn't be above the 50% threshold, but like give him some kind of percentage to keep him happy.
I don't know, man. That's that. Now you talk about different things. Royals, cool. You start playing, deal with that money over there. That's fine. That's okay. All right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's got his hands in a lot of different things. I don't know.
You never know. They could get creative with it if Hunt and Veach are being cheap about paying money up front. Because think about it, that's less of a blow to the Hunt family. It's, you know what, we're gonna give him 2% of the other Chiefs. It's all you, 2%. You know what? Not money now. Maybe in the future that'll continue to add up over time. But right now, it helps us out.
Yeah, hey, that'd be a sweet deal. That would be a sweet deal.
That'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.